Yeah, it's a combination of all of those things. I mean, guys have to understand the technique of blocking out. They have to understand the technique of rebounding. That's the smallest part of it. The two most important parts, guys have to, there's got to be something about them that they've got the determination it takes, and they've got they've got something inside them that wants to get the job done. And whether that's rebounding or staying in front of the ball or what we do at the defensive end of the floor, what it means to, in terms of diving on the floor, taking charges. I mean, those things all go together. And we've pushed that on this group quite a bit. And we've got a ways to go there. As I've told them, we've had some really talented teams here. Obviously, we've had some very good teams here. The teams that were really talented and deep, Marvin Singleton was on that team, and he was every day when we graded our practices, and we grade them all. We started with practice number 1 this year. We grade them all on rebounding. 90% is the goal. You either did your job or you didn't do your job. And Marvin was at 90% or higher every day that we graded him and coming out of every game that we played. And so because that team was deep and experienced and talented, they didn't lose sight of the fact that getting the job done, winning individual battles, whether it comes to rebounding, taking charges, diving on the floor, that was just as big a part of that team in 2015 as it should be with every team that we have. And so that's the message that we are continuing to push with these guys. When you're younger, you've got so many things going on, and that last year Jawan's a good example of that. There's so many things being thrown at you when you're young. It's hard to process all of it and still play hard enough where you're making a difference. And we're past that now with a lot of guys. A lot of these guys are into their second year. A number of them are into their third, fourth, or a couple guys into their fifth year. So there is absolutely no excuse for not getting the job done in rebounding. Either you don't want it bad enough, or I'm not holding you accountable as your head coach. Those are the only two things that are possible. So those two will be fixed, and then we'll find out, how bad the guys want to get rebounds.
Coach, I know last year, early on, there was a lot of, mixing and matching, switching with the starting lineup. Do you have an idea of who might make up your starting 5 this year, and do you have like a priority to hopefully keep it, consistent with the same 5 throughout the year?
Yeah, boy, we'd like to. And you look back over the course of our teams, there's, most years it's been, once we've gotten started and things have guys have gotten comfortable in their role as a starter or coming off the bench, it's pretty much stayed that way throughout a season. Last year, we ran into a bunch of new guys, and we bounced around a little bit. So I'd much prefer not to be in that spot, and I don't think we will be with this team. Bennett and Clint have, with their experience and the way that they've played, have separated themselves as they did a year ago. Wyatt has practiced very, very well, and he's got some experience that is helping him. So those 3 spots would be Wyatt, Bennett, Clint. Jawan has practiced very well of late and fits in well with that starting group. Spencer has just practiced so well that there's still a competition there at that point guard position. But Jawan has really practiced well, and I really like the ways. I talked about 12 assists, 2 turnovers here of late in the last 3 practices. What he's doing with our offense has been good. But there's good competition with those 2 guys. And then at that other spot, Taiwan, Isaiah, Adam, Tanner, there's some guys there that we got to sort that out still.